Top 10 Dark Truths About Friends. Friends may be one of the most beloved sitcoms of all time, but behind the laughter and coffeehouse charm lies a web of shocking truths that fans rarely talk about. From behind-the-scenes feuds to questionable casting decisions, and even some eerie parallels between the show's storylines and real-life scandals, this video will uncover the top 10 dark truths about Friends. These revelations might just change the way you see the Central Perk crew forever. Matthew Perry's substance use disorder. The Friends star, Matthew Perry, openly struggled with substance use disorder at the height of his fame. His dependence on alcohol and prescription painkillers, especially Vicodin, escalated significantly during the show's run from 1994 to 2004. When fame happens, it's kind of like Disneyland for a while. For me, it lasted about 8 months. This feeling of, I've made it, I'm thrilled, there's no problem in the world. And then you realize that it doesn't accomplish anything. It's certainly not filling any holes in your life. Perry told the New York Times in 2002, discussing his experiences a year after getting sober. Perry's addiction began after a 1997 jet ski accident led him to use Vicodin for pain relief. This evolved into a serious problem with alcohol, often leaving him hungover while working on the show. By 2000, his substance abuse resulted in a severe health crisis, landing him in the hospital with pancreatitis caused by his drinking. The effects of Perry's addiction were visible to audiences, who saw changes in his appearance over the course of the series. I was taking 55 Vicodin a day, I weighed 128 pounds, I was on Friends getting watched by 30 million people. And that's why I can't watch the show, because I was brutally thin. Perry recently shared, illustrating the severity of his struggle at the time. Perry's substance abuse was so severe he admits to having little to no memory of filming 3 seasons of Friends. This underscores the devastating impact addiction can have on a person's life and career. Despite these hardships, Perry sought treatment and has remained sober since 2001. He has been remarkably candid about his struggles in interviews and his 2022 memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. His openness about his journey helps destigmatize addiction and encourages others to seek help. In the end, Matthew Perry's story is one of resilience. His honesty and vulnerability have helped to remove the shame associated with addiction and inspired others to find the support they need to overcome their own challenges. Perry's experience serves as a powerful reminder that recovery is possible and hope is always available for those willing to fight for it. See you now. If you like this video, please leave a number 9 in the comments below. Lisa Kudrow's body issues. Actress Lisa Kudrow, famous for playing Phoebe Buffay on the hit television show Friends, found herself in a long and complex legal battle with her former manager, Scott Howard. The multi-year dispute highlighted the often complicated nature of talent management and the importance of clear, written contracts in the entertainment world. In 2007, 3 years after the incredibly successful 10-season run of Friends concluded, Kudrow ended her professional relationship with Howard, who had been her manager since 1991. Because their agreement was verbal, not written, it lacked clarity, and this ambiguity became the core issue of the ensuing legal fight. Howard sued Kudrow in 2008, claiming he was owed a portion of her earnings from Friends residuals and other projects he secured for her during their 16 years together. Kudrow argued that she was not obligated to continue paying him after their professional relationship ended. A Los Angeles County Superior Court initially sided with Kudrow, granting her a summary judgment. This victory was short-lived. In 2014, an appellate court reversed the decision, stating that the testimony of an important witness, experienced Hollywood manager Martin Bauer, should have been allowed because it could have shed light on standard industry practices regarding post-termination commissions. The case went back to a jury, and the outcome swung in Howard's favor. By a 10-2 vote, the jury found that Kudrow had breached her oral agreement with Howard and ordered her to pay him $1.6 million in unpaid commissions. Kudrow's lawyer, Gerald Sauer, expressed disappointment with the jury's verdict and indicated the case was likely to proceed to the appellate level. The situation, however, served as a stark reminder of the critical need for clear, written contracts in the entertainment industry, where proving the terms of verbal agreements can be difficult. The lengthy legal battle between Kudrow and Howard dragged on for years, causing significant stress and financial strain for the actress. It serves as a cautionary tale for actors and other creative professionals to exercise caution in their business dealings and ensure all contractual terms are carefully documented. The case also illuminates the complexities of talent management and the handling of residual payments in entertainment. Even after a long and successful working relationship, disagreements can arise as evidenced by the lawsuit between Kudrow and her former manager. Matt LeBlanc retreated from the fame. Like his friend's colleague David Schwimmer, the immense fame generated by the hit sitcom took a toll on Matt LeBlanc. After Friends concluded and his spin-off, Joey, was canceled, LeBlanc experienced a period of intense exhaustion, prompting a retreat from the public sphere. Speaking to The Mirror in 2016, LeBlanc revealed he essentially became a recluse, even going so far as to tell his agent to stop contacting him. "I wanted to not have a schedule, not be somewhere. I almost had a nervous breakdown." This self-imposed isolation allowed him to dedicate himself to his family, particularly his daughter, who was facing a health challenge. At just 11 months old, LeBlanc's daughter, Marina, was diagnosed with cortical dysplasia, a neurological disorder that can cause seizures and affect speech. LeBlanc described this as a very dark period for himself and his then-wife, Melissa McKnight. Stepping away from the spotlight during this difficult time highlighted the actor's prioritization of personal well-being over career demands. "I'm taking some time off right now," LeBlanc shared candidly at the Children's Hospital Los Angeles Gala. "I'm just enjoying not having to do anything. It's been kind of nice." This break allowed him to focus on his family and his own mental health, a crucial step for someone who had been thrust into the public eye. LeBlanc's experience reveals the isolating nature of fame and the importance of taking breaks from public life, even for successful performers. His story provides encouragement for those grappling with the pressures of celebrity and public scrutiny. "I would like to retire earlier rather than later because I would like to do not a thing," LeBlanc confided to Conan O'Brien in 2017, expressing his desire for a future free from obligations. While LeBlanc eventually returned to acting, his decision to withdraw from the limelight emphasizes the importance of self-care. His story reinforces the idea that there's no shame in taking a step back to focus on personal growth and well-being. Fame wasn't what David Schwimmer expected. The sudden and immense popularity experienced by the cast of the hit television show Friends was both exhilarating and daunting. For David Schwimmer, who played the beloved Ross Geller, this unexpected surge of public attention was a disorienting experience, significantly altering his life and presenting unforeseen obstacles. Accustomed to a life outside the public eye, the constant scrutiny and loss of privacy was jarring for Schwimmer. "It was pretty jarring, and it messed with my relationship to other people in a way that took years, I think, for me to adjust to and become comfortable with," he stated, reflecting on the impact. At 27 years old, with the 1994 premiere of Friends, he was thrust into the spotlight, the show's massive success instantly making him and his fellow cast members household names. As a trained actor who valued observing and connecting with others, Schwimmer found that his newfound celebrity had the exact opposite effect. He felt compelled to withdraw, preferring to hide under a baseball cap and not be seen. "And I realized after a while that I was no longer watching people. I was trying to hide," he admitted, describing a fundamental shift in his interactions with the world. This dramatic change forced him to grapple with how to maintain his acting process in this new, highly public environment. Schwimmer's struggle to retain his personal identity amid intense public interest powerfully illustrates the hidden downsides of fame. His experience reveals the unexpected consequences that can accompany even the most desirable achievements, highlighting the importance of mental health support for those navigating the pressures of celebrity. Commenting on the intrusive, paparazzi-fueled culture that invaded his personal space, Schwimmer observed, "It's not a real life, it's a waste of a life." This sentiment underscores the profound impact celebrity can have on an individual's well-being, as constant surveillance and diminished privacy can take a significant toll. Schwimmer's story serves as a valuable lesson, demonstrating that fame isn't always the glamorous ideal it may appear to be. His candidness about his personal struggles offers important insight into the challenges of maintaining a sense of self under the glare of public scrutiny. The network didn't love the cast's negotiation tactics. Over their decade on NBC, the Friends cast captivated global audiences, but their path to fame wasn't without its hurdles. In the beginning, during Season 1, each actor earned a modest $22,500 per episode. As the show's popularity exploded, pay discrepancies arose, with some actors making as little as $20,000 and others as much as $40,000 per episode by the second season. Recognizing their collective power in the show's success, the cast decided to negotiate their contracts together starting in Season 3. This meant everyone would earn the same amount per episode, promoting a sense of fairness among the group. The network, however, preferred individual negotiations, believing it would be easier to let one actor go if needed, rather than the entire cast. Despite the network's preference, the Friends stars held firm in their decision to negotiate as a unit. Matthew Perry later revealed that David Schwimmer was the first to suggest to Jennifer Aniston that they could all take pay cuts to ensure equal compensation for all 6 cast members. This act of solidarity highlighted their unity and commitment to one another. The network eventually yielded to the cast's demands, and their unified approach paid off significantly. By Seasons 9 and 10, each actor was earning an unprecedented $1 million per episode. This negotiation not only secured their financial futures, but also set a new precedent for ensemble casts in television, demonstrating the power of collective bargaining. Jennifer Aniston later reflected that negotiating as one entity was crucial for preserving their off-screen friendships. She commented, "It would have destroyed us, I think, if someone was soaring financially." Their tactic proved that actors, when united, can achieve fair pay, even against the divisive tactics often employed by networks and studios. The Friends cast's salary negotiations have become iconic, admired not just for the record-breaking salaries they secured, but also for the unity they demonstrated. Their commitment to equal pay and willingness to sacrifice individual financial gain for the benefit of the group solidified their identity as a true ensemble and showcased their dedication to each other, both professionally and personally. On a scale of 0 to 5, how impressive do you find the Friends cast decision to negotiate together for equal pay? Comment with a number to share your thoughts. Lisa Kudrow was sued by her ex-manager. During her time on the hit sitcom Friends, Lisa Kudrow, despite playing the confident Phoebe Buffay, secretly battled body image issues. In a candid Pop Crushed podcast interview, Kudrow revealed the unsettling effect of seeing herself on screen, dramatically altering her self-perception. On television, she confessed to feeling like a mountain of a girl, especially compared to her thinner co-stars, Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox. "You see yourself on TV and it's that, oh my god, I'm just a mountain of a girl," Kudrow shared, adding, "I'm already bigger than Courtney and Jennifer." This realization led Kudrow to unhealthy dieting, driven by a desire for a slimmer figure. She explained, "At first I thought, oh, because they know, like tailoring, so they can discuss it with the costume designer about where exactly to take something in. That's when I would see, oh, okay, it's not just about tailoring. You know, I'm not trying to say I was overweight either. I just had no idea the shape of my actual body." The extreme dieting resulted in ill health. Kudrow admitted to being sick all the time during these periods. This highlights the intense pressure on actresses to meet unrealistic beauty standards, even at the cost of their health. Kudrow's honest account sheds light on the prevalent issue of body dysmorphia, even among those considered conventionally attractive. Her experience demonstrates that successful, seemingly confident individuals can still struggle with body image, a truth often overlooked or minimized. Kudrow's story serves as a powerful reminder that appearances can be deceptive, and that insecurities affect everyone. Her willingness to share her struggles promotes empathy and understanding for others facing similar challenges. It also emphasizes the importance of embracing body positivity and self-acceptance, rejecting the harmful notion of a single, narrow beauty standard. Jennifer Aniston almost quit before the final season. Jennifer Aniston's choice to remain with the television series Friends for its concluding season was pivotal, as it guaranteed that the show's finale featured the complete original ensemble and delivered a fitting end to Rachel's narrative. Nonetheless, Aniston's initial reluctance to proceed into the 10th season underscores the intricate nature of the entertainment industry and the significance of an actor's creative contribution to a show's overall run. During the contemplation of her departure after the 9th season, Aniston grappled with the question of whether additional narratives could be developed for her character, Rachel. She expressed her thoughts, stating, "I was uncertain if there were more stories to tell with Rachel. I aimed for the show to conclude while it was still cherished by the audience." Acknowledging the central role her character played in the show's continuation, Aniston recognized, "The network might not have continued without Rachel's character. It was a tough decision, but I knew I had to do what was best for the show and the fans." Had Jennifer Aniston chosen to exit Friends, the series' legacy would have been significantly impacted. The iconic and much-loved finale that fans cherish today would have been markedly different, lacking the presence of the complete original cast. The absence of a proper resolution to Rachel's storyline would have diminished the emotional impact of the final season's conclusion. Aniston's potential exit might have resulted in a less fulfilling ending, which could have tarnished the show's enduring reputation. The possibility of Aniston's departure underscores the critical role that actors' creative contributions play in the life of a television series. As the public face of a show, actors wield considerable influence over its trajectory. When a key player like Aniston, whose presence is vital to the show's acclaim, questions the continuation, it can significantly sway the show's prospects. In this instance, Aniston's commitment to remain ensured that Friends concluded with all original cast members intact, a factor that was essential for the success of its final season. Jennifer Aniston hated the Rachel haircut. The iconic Rachel haircut, synonymous with Jennifer Aniston and 90s popular culture, was ironically a style the actress herself strongly disliked, while the voluminous, layered look catapulted her to fame. During her tenure on the hit sitcom Friends, Aniston found the high-maintenance cut extremely difficult and frustrating to manage on her own. Created by celebrity stylist Chris McMillan during the show's first season in 1994, the Rachel quickly became a global phenomenon. Its shoulder-length layers and bouncy, full-bodied appearance resonated with audiences, prompting countless women worldwide to flock to salons hoping to replicate Rachel Green's signature style. The media, both in the United States and the United Kingdom, documented the frenzy, reporting on salons inundated with requests for the Rachel, especially as Friends' popularity reached its peak in the mid-1990s. While Aniston initially expressed enthusiasm for the cut, recounting to InStyle magazine in a 2018 interview, "I got that haircut and was like, wow, this is amazing." The reality of its upkeep quickly diminished her initial excitement. Styling the cut without professional assistance proved an almost insurmountable challenge. She humorously described the complex process to Marie Claire, stating, "It took 3 brushes. It was like doing surgery." Without McMillan's expert touch, Aniston felt the style would revert to an unruly, unmanageable, frizzy mop, far from the polished, camera-ready look seen on television. This disparity between glamorous on-screen portrayals and the often tedious realities of maintaining such styles highlights the significant effort required behind the scenes. Aniston confessed her utter dependence on McMillan's expertise to Glamour magazine, stating, "Honestly, even during that time, I couldn't do it on my own. I needed Chris attached to my hip. Left to my own devices, I am not skilled with a hairbrush and blow-dryer." This anecdote also underscores the substantial pressure actresses face to uphold specific, often demanding looks regardless of personal preference or practicality. Years later, and even decades after the height of the Rachel craze, Aniston's feelings about the hairstyle remained complex and predominantly negative. She readily admitted to Glamour that she was not a fan, and even went so far as to call the style she had become known for kind of cringy. During a 2011 conversation with Allure magazine, she playfully yet pointedly referred to Macmillan as the bane of my existence for creating the now iconic look. When posed with a hypothetical question by radio hosts about shaving her head versus revisiting the Rachel, Aniston responded with a resolute, "Shave my hair once, definitely," further reinforcing her ongoing aversion to the trend-setting cut. Despite Aniston's personal sentiments, the Rachel persists as a defining symbol of 1990s fashion and culture, showcasing the pervasive power of television to influence trends and permeate popular consciousness. The irony of the hairstyle's originator and ambassador disliking it so intensely serves as a poignant reminder that even the most celebrated and widely imitated styles can have their significant downsides, and that public perception doesn't always align with personal experience. Andre Agassi was extremely jealous when Brooke Shields guest starred. The story of Andre Agassi's intense reaction to Brooke Shields' 1996 guest spot on Friends offers a captivating study of the complexities and pressures inherent in celebrity relationships. Shields portrayed Erica, an enthusiastic admirer of Joey Tribbiani, played by Matt LeBlanc. The episode featured a memorable scene where Erica, enamored by Joey's supposed acting talent, licks his fingers, proclaiming them the hands of a genius. This seemingly innocuous comedic moment sparked a surprisingly strong reaction from Agassi, who was present in the studio audience. As Shields recounted to The New Yorker, "Andre was in the audience supporting me and he stormed out. He felt publicly humiliated and berated Shields. 'Everyone is making fun of me. You have made a fool of me with that behavior.' Shields attempts to defuse the situation by explaining the comedic context. 'It's a comedy. What is wrong with you?' proved futile. Agassi remained deeply offended. Agassi's jealousy didn't end there. Upon returning home, fueled by anger and a perceived betrayal, he reportedly engaged in a destructive act. Destroyed all his trophies, a dramatic demonstration of his possessiveness and his inability to differentiate between Shields' on-screen performance and their personal reality. This extreme reaction underscores the difficulty of navigating the often blurred boundaries between public image and private life for those in the spotlight. The incident brought to light the unique pressures faced by celebrities. Shields was merely fulfilling her professional obligations as an actress, yet Agassi interpreted her actions as a personal affront, failing to distinguish between her character's behavior and her own feelings for him. This misinterpretation fueled his anger and led to the dramatic destruction of his tennis accolades. The aftermath of the episode quickly became public, with media outlets extensively covering Agassi's jealous outburst and the subsequent destruction of his trophies. This incident serves as a powerful example of the challenges and pitfalls of possessiveness in relationships, particularly those under intense public scrutiny. It also highlights the crucial need for trust, understanding, and the ability to separate professional roles from personal relationships. In the final analysis, the Friends cameo that triggered Agassi's extreme reaction exposed a deeper vulnerability within their relationship, characterized by his volatile temper and his struggle to reconcile Shields' acting career with their personal life. The incident remains a compelling illustration of the unique strains and obstacles faced by high-profile couples navigating the often turbulent waters of fame and public perception. Enjoying this video? Like and subscribe for more. Not feeling it? A like would still be appreciated, and your comments will help me do better next time. Matt LeBlanc. The acclaimed sitcom Friends wasn't without its share of behind-the-scenes drama, and one particularly memorable incident involved Matt LeBlanc, the beloved Joey Tribbiani. During the production of the innovative real-time episode The One Where No One's Ready in Season 3, LeBlanc suffered a serious injury. A seemingly innocuous scene, a playful, albeit physical spat with Matthew Perry's Chandler over a chair, ended with LeBlanc dislocating his shoulder. As he later revealed during Friends: The Reunion, The mishap unfolded thusly. I went just to jump over the coffee table and somehow tripped, and my legs went up in the air and my shoulder came out of the socket. The live studio audience, mistaking the accident for a brilliantly executed comedic bit, erupted in laughter. This unexpected turn of events forced the writers to think on their feet. Rather than reshooting or rewriting, they cleverly integrated LeBlanc's injury into the narrative of the subsequent episode, The One with the Jam. Joey's newly acquired arm sling was explained as the result of a clumsy fall from his bed. This deft handling of the situation preserved the show's narrative integrity, showcasing the writer's adaptability and ingenuity. Producer Kevin Bright later commented on their approach, noting, "So we had to put that into the show, but we waited until he was okay again to film the ending where no one was ready." This pragmatic approach underscores their commitment to both storytelling and the well-being of their cast. The incident served as a stark reminder of the inherent physical risks actors face, particularly in comedic roles demanding physical stunts and improvisation. LeBlanc himself highlighted this, observing, "It doesn't look like anything until I stand up," a poignant statement emphasizing the unseen dangers lurking beneath the surface of comedic performances. However, the Friends team didn't let the mishap dampen their spirits. The close-knit cast and crew found humor in the situation, a testament to their strong bonds. Lisa Kudrow, Phoebe, recalled, "It was sort of early on, and after that it'd be like, 'Do we have to do the huddle?' He LeBlanc would like, 'cause I don't want anything falling off.'" This anecdote perfectly captures the resilient spirit and camaraderie that define the show. Ultimately, LeBlanc's on-set injury became a fascinating footnote in the Friends saga, showcasing not only the show's creative problem-solving, but also the enduring strength and humor of its cast and crew. It's a compelling story of adapting to the unexpected, a testament to their dedication to the show, and a humorous reminder of the unpredictable nature of live television. The alternate endings we'll never see. The immensely popular sitcom Friends, which concluded its 10-year run in 2004, continues to spark fan speculation about untold stories. While the show's finale offered a satisfying conclusion, showing the six friends moving on, hints of alternate paths have fueled a vibrant imagination within the fan base. One compelling "what if" centers on Joey Tribbiani, the lovable ladies' man with a good heart. Despite his ongoing search for lasting love, some fans believe a different romantic outcome was possible. A Reddit user poignantly noted, "It's kind of sad that Joey never found his great love," suggesting a missed opportunity for a committed relationship with Rachel during Season 8, instead of the less successful storyline later in the series. Phoebe Buffay, another beloved character, also faced romantic hurdles. While she found happiness with Mike, some ponder what might have happened had she kept one of the babies she carried as a surrogate in Season 4. An article mused, "Phoebe deserves happiness and Mike has given her just that." But if you recall her wish towards the end of her pregnancy in Season 4, Phoebe wanted to keep one of the babies. This makes us wonder if a more wholesome end to the series would have been Phoebe and Mike starting a family of their own. The show's creators have also hinted at other potential storylines. Co-creator Marta Kaufman revealed they considered an ending where Rachel, played by Jennifer Aniston, moved to Paris for her dream job, leaving Ross, played by David Schwimmer, behind. "We talked about it," Kaufman stated. "We talked about a lot of different endings." Another intriguing alternative focuses on Monica, played by Courtney Cox, and Chandler, played by Matthew Perry, whose journey to parenthood was a significant plot point. Fans have envisioned a more fulfilling ending where the couple settled into their new home and began the next chapter of their lives, rather than simply leaving the keys behind as the show concluded. These alternative endings, though confined to fan speculation, underscore the enduring legacy of Friends and the deep connection viewers share with its characters. With an anticipated reunion special on the horizon, the adventures of Rachel, Monica, Phoebe, Joey, Chandler, and Ross will undoubtedly remain a source of fascination and creative inspiration for many years to come. The show predicted or influenced relationship trends. The immensely popular sitcom Friends 1994-2004, significantly impacted how relationships are viewed and portrayed in popular culture. The show both reflected and potentially shaped the romantic norms of its time, influencing how people approach and navigate their personal connections. A key example is the show's introduction of the break as a relationship concept. The much-discussed break between Ross and Rachel sparked ongoing debate about its meaning and validity as grounds for ending a relationship. As Galician points out, the portrayal of solely heterosexual relationships or other stereotypical romantic ideals in popular media tends to negatively young people's beliefs about the relationships they encounter. This storyline likely affected viewers' understanding and handling of relationship pauses. Friends also highlighted the rise of casual dating. Hefner and Wilson note, "The influence of romantic ideals in popular films on young people's beliefs about relationships." The show's portrayal of characters, such as Joey, engaging in non-serious relationships probably contributed to the wider acceptance of this dating style. Furthermore, the show featured ghosting, the abrupt cessation of communication without explanation. Phoebe even observed, it's not that hard to say, I don't want to see you anymore. This casual depiction of relationship endings may have influenced viewers' own approaches to ending relationships. The lasting effect of Friends on relationship trends is evident in how its themes resonate with viewers' real-life experiences. Galician emphasizes sex, love, and romance in the mass media, analysis and criticism of unrealistic portrayals and their influence. The show's considerable influence on people's perceptions and management of relationships solidifies its status as a cultural touchstone for understanding modern romance. We've examined the complexities of Friends' impact, exploring its shaping of relationship perspectives. What are your thoughts? Did Friends shape your views on love and friendship? Drop us an F if you're a fan. Let's continue the discussion. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay iconic. Let's chat. Those were the top 10 dark truths about Friends. But now we want to hear from you. Did any of these revelations surprise you, or do you know another behind-the-scenes story that didn't make our list? Share your thoughts, feelings, and any juicy details you've come across in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.